Hello everybody, my name is Nemo and welcome back to round 2 of the Top Tier Tactics tournament over at toptiertactics.com, hosted by WiNGSPAN TT. Again, this is a single elimination tournament and it's first to 3 wins. So we're playing against ShadowDreamer and also known as NightDreamer, in fact. Over on Top Tier Tactics I think he calls himself NightDreamer, but this is the guy. So this is round number 2, and as he just wrote on the game, he lost his files thanks to the Steam cloud, and that means he's trying to re-unlock his deck and everything. So as I'm typing right now, I would wait if he wants to go ahead and unlock that. But as you can tell by this video still going up anyways, he says nah, no worries. So we're off to this, and I guess I have an unfair advantage here, so yeah, again. I mean, I would have no problem waiting. There's still a few days left to go, and I figured he might be playing the 5-color deck. And I figured, you know, if he wants to unlock some cards for it, get a feel for the deck, I wanted to give him the chance anyways. So I would also not have a problem with him unlocking some more cards, especially, I mean, it's just an unfair disadvantage to lose all your cards just at the start of the tournament. So that's just sad, but he's got a few cards unlocked at least, as he's running more than 60 cards, and at least the 5-color deck, which he is running, in fact, is pretty powerful even when it doesn't have any cards unlocked. I mean, there's better threats and everything. There's a few better. There's a few of those charms. I'm sure you unlock those. I don't know. I just paid the unlucky for this deck, which in fact turned out to be the foil key, and I'm actually just typing that. Right. That's pretty awesome. But anyway, so the foil key and the unlucky were switched around for this DLC. They finally gave us the unlock DLC right at the day of the deck coming out, and then they managed to screw up anyways. Great, good job there, good job everyone, good job. I'm actually kind of stupid here. I should have just played Glorious Anthem and not dropped too many creatures, because I mean, I don't want to overextend against this deck. There's a lot of mass removal, so I realized that, but meh. I realized that after I attacked, and that was a bit of a dumb move. It was greedy. I mean, I did realize it before I attacked actually, but then I realized that I mean, I was getting way too greedy, and I should have just indeed done that. I guess I realized it and I went greedy anyways for the damage I could do now. But he didn't play any mass removal here. He doesn't seem to have drawn a second planes as well. So anyways, as I was saying though, the 5-color deck does have, I mean, it has all the ramps still, even if you don't have everything unlocked. So that's the most important stuff to that deck, is just getting your lands, knowing how many of the ramp spells you want to run. I haven't figured it out completely myself yet, so he does have a Maelstrom Pulse here, which gets rid of all my Squadron Hawks, but as you can see, I'm zooming in on it, I have this Guardian's Pledge, which will likely win me the game anyways. But yeah, he didn't have yeah, he just didn't have the better cards here. The removal that he kind of needed. I would have expected the Day of Judgment a little earlier, but yeah, I mean, the Maelstrom Pulse he did have was good. Unfortunately for him, I killed him anyways. And we're moving on to game number 2. Same matchup, of course. We can't change decks. You can sideboard with a maximum of 70 cards total, but as I'm typing right there, I won't sideboard this one, because I mean, he doesn't have his complete deck unlocked. I guess the least I can do is give him that, and just me not sideboarding. It would just be, I would feel completely ridiculous if I was like, well, you know, I know this is unfair and you don't have your deck unlocked, but I'm going to sideboard now. Yay! I would just feel stupid for doing that. So I'm not going to sideboard in this round. And I feel confident that I can win anyways. And yeah, as he's saying, he lost his unlocks just the day before the tournament started, which really sucked for him. At least he had a bye, so he had some time, but I mean, not everybody has the time to play that much that you can unlock a full deck in these days, in these few days you get. So yeah, I mean, that just sucks, losing all your cards. I personally, I have the one thing I always do is whenever it says, hey, the save games aren't correct, the save games on the cloud and on your computer aren't correct, you always pick your computer files to upload to the cloud rather than downloading the files on the cloud, because I think there's a bug with the cloud, and this is one big cause. I don't know if it's the only big cause, but it's one big cause of why this stuff is happening, why stuff is going wrong. So I'm calculating, and I realized that if I play this thing, then I've got lethal next turn, which is ridiculous, as he's on his 4th turn here. Yeah, and I still have some cards in hand even. So yeah, and I have this safe passage in case he has any charm that deals 2 damage to each creature or something. Then I can use that just to be safe, just to pass safely by. And I'm going to attack him with these creatures here, and that is 9 damage. That's lethal, and that means we move on to game number 3. So I got 2 wins and 0 losses so far. Maybe he can turn this around still, I don't know. It's looking bad for him. But I am curious about one thing, is why didn't he draw any Day of Judgments yet? And that's what I type as well. I don't know. I mean, I would have just, both of those games, I dropped a bunch of creatures and I'm like, okay, he's going to Day of Judgment now, and then I play these creatures next, and that's kind of what I was expecting the whole time. But he never drew any mass removal. So I don't understand what's going on there. Didn't seem like he always had 5 colors either, so he's just getting pretty unlucky, and yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. I mean, Magic is a game of luck. I like to always play the decks that depend on luck the least, and that's why I'm playing Peacekeepers. But I played with this guy later. I played a Born of Flame, and he played the 5-color deck again. After these matches, after this round, and turns out that the 5-color deck is the only one he started unlocking. So I guess he doesn't really have a choice then for what deck to play. But maybe he did choose to probably unlock this one for the tournament. I don't know. I also don't. Yeah, I mean, I've got Flicker Wisp here, so I'm like, yeah, let's get in. That's a lot of damage right there. Let's just get a lot of damage done. I mean, he can't deal with my guys until turn 4, so I've got another turn to deal a lot of damage before he can play his Day of Judgment. He could, of course, have the charm that deals 2 damage to each creature. I'm not sure which colors are required for that, but I think that's green, red, and black. Jund Charm. I think that's the one, but I don't know yet. I don't know everything about these decks yet. Every time I'm playing the 5-color deck, I have to look at all the charms and go, is this something I should be playing right now? You know, there's so many options with those things, so I can't tell for sure yet. But either way, I'm just off again. Game number 3, 2 wins already in my pocket, and I'm off to a very good start. He drops an island there, and I know it's over, because that means he doesn't have Day of Judgment, or not the land to play it. And then, Naya Charm taps all my creatures. So I decide to, instead of playing more creatures and getting them Day of Judgment, I'll just drop this enchantment and let him deal with these creatures I have on the board. Before that, the Naya Charm, making your opponent's creatures sleep, I guess it could be useful, but it's a weaker version of sleep though. I mean, it only taps them for 1 turn. I get to just untap next turn and attack him anyways with it. But I mean, it's one of the 3 options, so that makes it good, right? it's good to have that option and get another top deck and see if you can win with that. And maybe you can play something and that, and you know, turn a race around or something like that. So it's a good thing to have on the charm nonetheless. But by itself it's not an amazing ability. But anyways, I'll just attack here and seal the deal, and we'll have won 3 times, so it's 3-0. Round 2 in my pocket. My name has been Nemo, and I will still be Nemo next time. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye.